And there we are. I am here.
Afternoon, evening.
It has been a fun start to the day, evening, year. It's been a great start to the year. Yes, year.
Happy New Year's, guys.
All right,
So,
now.
I am now live already.
That was easy.
As you can see, I am in my Romulan ship, and I'm happy to show people some of the stuff that I have. If anybody wants to look on the screen, you can see the stuff I'm trying to give away. There's just a few things there. And, of course, I am more than happy if you want to complete missions or anything along those lines.
I haven't even done my stuff for the day. Holy moly.
Then, of course, I'm happy to do that. One of the more interesting things that I'm trying to give away that nobody seems to want to take me up on is I have 6 Tier 5 kits. So if anybody wants them, please say something. I have 20 weapon packs. These things, if you're lucky, you can get ones that will sell for nearly 1 billion EC per pack.
I'm not here for the credits, man. I just need items.
Are you talking about the Infinity Weapons packs, Frost?
No, the ones I'm talking about, the Terran linked weapons.
Oh, yeah. No, nice stuff.
This is where that comes from. It's GSQ. Thank you very much for joining us.
GSQ's back.
I have 5 Borg combat structure kits outside of the fleet ones. These are one of the best ones out there, in my opinion. The Herald kits, I don't really like them very much. Kelvin Divergence, same kind of thing. This is a very good kit for anybody that does phaser damage. You have a little flying dude that follows you around that fires with you. This doesn't suck.
No, that's really nice. I've got that one too.
A lot of people don't know this exists, so that's something to pay attention to. And I can give you one of those with the Universal Kit module. I've got so many of these things. Someone please take them. Bridge Officer Training Manuals. I have 9 of them. Salvage consoles. These are incredibly valuable because they give you things that you can't get like any other way. That's one of the things people talk about. If you have a pet build and you don't have this particular module, shame on you, because it's incredibly useful and it gives all of your pets turn speed, flight speed, and damage by an additional 30%. So if you have a pet build, this is necessary. Hull limit refractors. Even though they did nerf these, it's still 20% all the damage that you do.
All image refractors are
the
awesome.
nerf is a very relative thing, by the way. A hull heavy ship says, "Cool." I'm as hull heavy as before any nerf.
If you do anti-proton damage, this is one of the only ones out there that you can get on your own to increase the anti-proton damage. So if you have an anti-proton build, the polymorph probe array is incredibly valuable.
Yes, it is.
If you do plasma damage, same kind of thing for plasma wave. There's all sorts of awesome things for it. If you're a control build, hostile acquisition is one of the things that a lot of people don't use, but it's incredibly important.
Actually, hostile acquisition has a PvP application and is a must-have there.
Okay, so there's that.
Especially if you're not science.
Approaching Agony is a great AoE thing for space. As well, actually, Approaching Agony, that's a ground console, isn't it?
No, it's space.
I'm sorry. There's one for ground.
Approaching Agony is a phaser console.
Yeah.
So it gives a 15% phaser damage and, of course, the 1.5 critical chance. So there's lots of them available that you should really be looking at. Retrofitted Assimilator is an easy way of essentially... You know, sometimes you see on ground builds people making little armies of Borgmen. You can do it, theoretically speaking, with space ships that you fight with the retrofitted assimilator. So it's one of the things that's definitely helpful towards people that want to do that. So these are things that I am willing to give anybody that's actually going to use it.
Yeah. For those who are interested in going into PvP, there are a few PvP applicable consoles in there.
I'm not the PvP person. If Musin is happy to guide someone through that, I'm more than I'm going to shoot you over to him. Starship traits. Please let me know if these things are healthy for what you're trying to do. Unfortunately, they nerfed the hell out of Starship traits. So a lot of these things aren't incredibly useful to a person that's doing what I'm trying to do. But that doesn't mean that they're useless.
Again, for PvP, there is concealed repairs, which is a very important one.
And there it is on screen. You'll see what it does. Cloaking your starship or placating an enemy repairs 33% of your ship's hull over 10 seconds.
And placate is like the go-to to survive in PvP, especially if you don't have everything.
There are some really good abilities here for people that do specific things. I don't do any of these things, so it doesn't help me personally. But this is a good one if you do a control build. Nano Infestation. It will... what does it do? A deadly mechanical pathogen built to use nanoscale blueprints recovers from Section 31 archives. It begins to take part of the ship from inside for raw material and creates copies of itself after an incubation period of nearly 10 seconds. I don't know what that means, but it sounds dangerous.
Another one worth looking at is onboard dilithium crystallizer.
Onboard dilithium recrystallizer. Yeah, this is a good one. Activate an engineering bridge officer ability. Adds bonus damage to the ship for each non-weapon subsystem at maximum power. So, for anybody that doesn't know what that is, let me show you what a non-weapon power is. For anybody that hasn't done it already, I would highly suggest that what I'm going to show you is something that everybody does, because it makes the game a lot more customized towards your experience rather than just what you're expected to do. So down here, you're going to see my power distribution looks a little different than a lot of other people's. No. The way to change that, I'm not talking to you, Musin. I'm talking to other people that ravagely play the game. Most people usually get it to look like this. This is how it normally comes. But if you go to level 2, it'll show you what they are, but you can't change them in any significant way. But if you go to level 3, you can change them. And if you're playing an energy build, you want to max your auxiliary or your battery. That's what this one is. If you're playing a tank, then you want to boost your shielding. If you're playing a pilot, then you want to boost your maneuverability. And if you're playing a beam boat or a torque boat, then you want to boost your damage. This is something that is very easy to do, that everybody has, that can dramatically improve your performance in space.
Actually, torps don't use the attack power. Okay. And depending on the rest of your build, there could be more advanced setups done with that. I've got torp build that works specifically on auxiliary power, taking the phase-space membrane console that drains your auxiliary power to deal more torp damage and give you some defense.
Okay.
Which is what I used to replace the DPRM.
Well, for anybody that is trying to do those kind of things, please get with Musin to figure that out. I don't know enough about it, so I'm not going to try to attempt to speak intelligently on it.
Yeah, I mean, you could, for example, turn down the attack on a tank and the shield up on tank. But depending on how you set it up, especially if you do something like the phase-space membrane, your primary still might be auxiliary.
Okay.
Again, that comes with advanced building.
anybody
when
that
you-
is interested in that kind of stuff, you've got Chaos, you've got Musin, you've got Darkthorn, you've got a lot of people that can help you build a build around those things. All I'm trying to do as of this moment is give you guys some gear to make you more competitive when you're actually out there trying to do what you want to use, what you want the game to be for.
Even for new players, setting these settings can help them actually kill faster or survive longer in just the first couple of missions.
Yeah, that makes a
So
ton
for
of
new
difference.
players, it's actually more of a dramatic game impact
So,
than for us.
then you and me just
so as far
Yeah,
as,
no, I got a buddy that I'm helping play.
Well,
What is
if he has trouble getting blown up a lot in space missions, he might want to either maximize his attack power so he can kill it before it shoots him, or throw up his shield power so he can tank better.
so there's
But then
something that I
your
wanted to
tanks
talk
go
about
down.
really quickly.
Well, that's the thing. The trade-off. We told him, he's like, "Oh, I gotta learn this other different game that plays different from how we used to play in other games." Yeah, that's it essentially. Yeah.
So there's something I wanted to talk to
Whether it's a
everybody
game
about. Hold on a
is
second.
more
Hold on.
aggressive, or whether it's a game that you're just not used to playing, the adjustment is always going to be the same for a new player to something that's alien to them. Whatever. And then it's up to you to adjust based on the game.
I wanted to discuss something for the use of anybody in the fleet.
That's always been that.
So here is the T6, or the Tier 5 ship list. And as you can see, there's lots of ships here that you probably have never seen out there in the actual game. What the Tier 5 ship list is primarily for, in my opinion, is giving you skins for existing ships. Yes, mirror skin unlocks. Thank you, Musin. So all of these are that. This is the mirror universe version of the ship you already have. If you want to see what the mirror alternative looks like and put it on your ship, this is how to do that. So anybody that is looking to do a little bit more Space Barbie, Tier 5 is a very helpful thing to do that. If you have any questions on what your ship is, what you'd like to see the mirror, if there is a mirror variant, I'm happy to get you that ship so you can use it. It's a very helpful way of looking at it. Not to mention, there are a few ships there that are, in my opinion, very cool to use. This one right here, the Lucari Nakim scout ship. It looks like a flying saucer that you see from science fiction movies from the 50s, but is actually a very good pilot ship. So if you need a maneuverable ship, does decent damage and that kind of thing, that's not a bad one to have. A lot of people like their Herosian Heavy Hunter Escort and the Tholian Meshweaver. All of these things are very good if you're trying to come up with something that will survive on its own for a fairly decent amount of time. The rest of these things, as I see it, are largely skin for Space Barbie. So if anybody has any intentions or desire with that, then of course, please let me know, and I'm happy to help you out. These are here. I'm not going to use probably any of them. So if somebody has something they want to do, if they have a build they want to... Nandy's still there. In fact, I'm almost certain I just saw the Nandy.
I think the one Musin's thinking about is the Decora, and that got removed when the T6 version got added to the T6 Infinity.
Okay. I stand corrected. Which, not a hard thing to do. Now, I'm looking at the Tier 6 ship here. A lot of these things are billion.
I was just telling Mom, I'm just far behind on the game, so just anything to me is awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I agree, Musin. If you can find a way to make them pay attention, then this is a really fun ship to fly. So if anybody sees this on the,
I'm really excited to learn new parts of the game as in the last 5 or 6 months. I've been pretty caught up, but
you let us know.
I do fall behind, and also I do like the game. It's always been fun. So
yeah.
I just want to do it with you guys. This community's
well, that's
awesome.
why we're here.
Yeah.
So again, anything that you guys want to do, this is my bank of stuff I'm not going to use. If there's anything there that you might want or that you want to do something with, then obviously please let me know. I'm not going to use any of it anyway. So I'm trying to help you guys out. Please get in touch with me or Mom or DT or what have you. And of course, we're going to do what we can to get you what you want. So, Genko, that's a very good question. You can either message me in game. I play at Greater Frost with any of the characters that I'm on. This is one of my more common characters, so it's she, XIE. And of course, you can get in touch with me anytime with the email system. You can get in touch with me anytime on Discord, even though I work from home and I do a lot of work online. You can always reach me on Discord. I'm almost always at least available on there. And if you can't get in touch with me, but you can get in touch with Musin or get in touch with Alpha, you get in touch with basically anybody that you normally see on here, including Chaos that just got here. And Chaos knows where I live. He's seen where I sleep, and he's holding that over my head like a sort of Damocles.
I am, and I'm proud of it.
And so, like, Darkthorn, Mom, or myself all know how to get in touch with me, and also there's Chaos and Alpha and any of the people that you normally see around will be able to help you get in touch with me. So you let me know what you need, and I will make sure that Chaos doesn't get it first. You sent me a message in Discord. Well, I will have to look at that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that. I agree with you, Wolfcat. You need a Fleet Marks pool. Well, then you send me your handle on the game, and I will send some to you. Because obviously, I'm going to use all of it myself. At Genka, is there a specific person? A save UI. Yeah, there. I think somebody might know how to answer that better than I do.
Yeah, there's a way you can save your UI presets and then reload it on additional characters. So, if you go into, do you want to handle this, Frost?
You can do it.
All right.
But I think this is what you're talking about, where you save the UI with this. Is that what we're talking about here?
No, we're talking the general UI.
You're talking
if you
about
go
this.
into like options, HUD. If you go into the if you hit escape, go into the options menu and choose the HUD tab. There's a button there to save the UI. Just click on Save UI, and then on the character you want the UI to resemble your main character, just log into that character and then click Load UI, and that does everything. That does UI presets. That does chat presets. It takes care of a lot of the stuff you need to take care of.
I'm being yelled at.
On that note, thank you guys, and thank you to the community. So
of course,
see you in the new year.
That's literally what we're here for.
Yeah,
so I've got to turn up my
legit. You guys rock. So.
Hey, when I see you niceties, I sit here just drooling, but it's poor greed.
What?
You too, Ed. You too. I'll see you.
There's some things I would really like to have for Jane Hadar.
I'm hoping that helps with the volume problem, because unfortunately some people can't hear me very well. I mean, I love that you guys are all involved in everything, but some of you are very loud. So I'm doing my best to counter that. Hopefully it will have corrected some of it. But the request was made for the fleet marks. I have fleet credits. I have fleet marks. I have 100 and 150. Which one do you want, Genko? Do you want 150 or 100? I'm pretty sure 150 is going to help you more. But and I can give well, that's the wrong one. So maybe if I pay attention. A little bit of space. And just do control. I will give you 2, because obviously I'm using them. Push. Oh, Mom's sending me stuff. I don't need any more of that stuff. I've got 7 of them still. Well, that is one of the reasons that we're here. At Genka. Is that spelled correctly? I hope it is. And go all the way down, and why do I still have 5 mine on this character? There's 150 marks. Go to 2 and go to sit. And there you go. It's on its way. So, any questions that I can answer for you, or I can send on to someone else? It is literally the reason I'm here. Mom just gave me some things, and now I have to give them away. Okay, so I just got 4 Sentient starships. This is what it does for anybody that is interested. Activating a hull heal when the hull is below 90% capacity. Improves hull heals until you leave the current map. Stacking up to 20 times. It is still with me. Oh, it is still with me. Holy crap. I'm dumb. I apologize. I will fix that right now. Access mail. Send. Compose. To at Genka. Is there like a... What the hell? Wolfcat, you have spoken to me ad nauseum about the things that you want, but you've never told me what you actually want. You just say you want things. So I can't help you if you're not willing to talk to me about it. And
yeah, you have to tell him he has to unbox them, and
no, I'm just giving him here, hopefully. Okay, I'm sending them. Let's see if it actually disappears now. There. It is no longer here. So, Dragon God Teos, thank you very much for being here. I am, of course, FrostWatch. I'm one of the fleet admirals, and I was put in a position of authority, so everybody should definitely be concerned. This is one of those not discussed often, but definitely helpful traits that I think everybody should have. It's called
Irish Future Command.
You don't have a voice. You're not allowed to talk. Anyway, these are also very good for ground. For anybody that wants to do ground stuff, this is a great kit because it sends out 5 mines that are mobile on their own. And they're very, very good for what they're trying to do, and they all have shield penetration as part of them. I like them a lot. And
I have a character that would like the one of these beetle mines things. He's kind of
well, send me
pest.
Who you want me to send it to, and I'm happy to send them right now.
Okay.
Because none of those are mine. Mom just told me to give them away.
It's at Captain Budget hashtag #3018.
What?
Frightening. I'll give you an X in strike group chat. That helps.
Okay, Captain Budget. Okay. I'm waiting.
power beetles. That is the
Beetle me up, sir. Artagus at Artagus. There we are. And here. And there is a thing. I have like 4 of these in my inventory outside of this, so a few of them still.
4 of what? I was moving some furniture.
Blade beetles. I just sent one to
they're fun.
Artagus.
yes.
They're fun.
Now, I still need someone by the name of Ed to let me know what his ad handle is so I can send it to him.
Do you see the strike group chat where
I'm
I
looking
placed
at
this?
Yeah, Captain Budget.
Captain Budget. I didn't know that's who he was. Holy crap. Everybody's giving me a hard time. I swear, I'm just dumb. It's
Said
just
it.
Part of it.
He said
Because
it.
these are things you should know, Captain.
I'm not Captain, number 1.
It's something he actually said in chat.
Number
Be
2.
nice.
Number 2. Anybody that's anywhere near chaos, just feel free to gag him, because he definitely needs it.
They haven't found a
I,
muzzle.
I think if we did, he'd just eat the gag.
Oh, haven't I? You better
By the
look
way,
in your mail, Chaos.
Okay, so I can do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and send. Just want something to get my characters to get going. I actually don't know what ships I want. Escorts is my favorite kind of ship. But I don't think you want to give me all your escorts to me. Wolfie, if it would keep you from throwing snowballs at me, I would give you the world. Another thing that I want to
The Heroian Heavy Hunter is the escort she wants. I tell you.
Okay.
She wants that Heroian Heavy Hunter escort.
Well, I'm happy to give that to her if that's really what you want. Okay, another thing I wanted to discuss. This is incredibly important for anybody that spends time on ground. This is a new ship, or a new suit. The max-rated environmental suit, 32nd century. There is another one that is newer than this, but this one's still very, very good. Anybody that is interested in ground missions, this is one of the best, if not the best ground suit that you can get. Because when you're on when you're on Nukara Prime and things like that.
You are aware that you are triggering my lower instincts because I'm now in permanent gimme mode again.
These things
Audience,
are not
someone
well
shout
known.
out, please. You want that stuff?
So I've got 6 of them here, and Mom just gave me one, so I'm happy to give them out. So this is what they do for anybody that is interested. They're environmental suits, so you use them on places where it's either too hot or too cold or whatever. It has a field around it that you can use in the actual weapon. It's a suit of armor that does damage on its own. So it's very, very nice for what you want, and it actually looks really good. I can show you on this character right here. Pretty sure they have it.
Can I bribe you by sacrificing my neighbor's firstborn?
Well, I think your neighbor might have a problem with that. So here is what...
I don't tell him.
This is what that suit looks like if you're a Romulan. So if anybody's interested in that, that is what you will have if you have a Romulan character. And so I will send that out to... Well, I'm sending it out to Freak Boy, definitely. Oh, I'm gonna send it to Beth, and Beth.
How goes it, Freak?
Shut up. I thought you were talking to me here for a minute.
No. Why would I be talking to you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stop yelling at me.
I have a question.
Absolutely.
It's a max rated environment suit. What if we're not a max?
Well, then I can't help you. I'm only here to help out awesome people.
Max did a rating on it.
So that disqualifies yourself.
Shut
Okay.
up. No, you don't get to. No. You can't say that.
But I just
That
did.
is Mr. Cushland. And he needs to be beaten. So Rudy at Rudy Dog. And I will send one. Did I just send one to you already, Ed? Or do I have to send you another one?
Of the environmental suit, no, you gave me something else I asked for. But the suit is never heard of it before. So, and I have a character without a fit environmental suit yet.
And please forgive me for being rude, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Oh,
Chaos.
thank you so much.
So he's not rude to other people in the chat, but he's incredibly rude to me. And that's just okay. I get it. I get it. So,
but you're Frost. It's okay.
That's not nearly as awesome as you're making it out to be. You're just mean to me.
I know you're not nearly as awesome as you make yourself out to be.
Oh, I am just as awesome. You can ask anybody. See, you can't even argue with me. I'm just.
It's okay.
Amazing.
We'll help you. You'll be okay.
Huh?
It's okay. We'll help you. You'll get there one day.
Guess what? You just earned not getting any of it. So there.
Okay.
So I just sent those out. Yes, we all love chaos. I would love to see chaos on fire. I'm sorry. I would love to something. So yeah, I've got 4 of these that I'm supposed to give away right now. Anybody that wants them, please read the details. Holy heck, this is a great thing to have. For anybody that does any level of tanking, any level of PvP or things like this, this is an awesome one to have. Somebody say something. Artegas just did, and of course, I am happy to assist Artegas.
Could I snag one of the EV suits?
I can do that. Yes. Give me a moment. I'm trying to, wear many hats here. There, I sent that out, and you want an EV suit? Give me an ad handle.
Why aren't you doing it better, Frost?
Because you exist, and so you make me.
You disappoint me.
Well, I'm fine with that. I'm actually pretty okay with disappointing you.
I put an X in.
You said you wanted a suit?
Yes, please.
Can I give you anything, Chaos? You will take 1 trade.
Thank you, sir.
At Genka, right? Ascension ship. Here. That is now there. See, I'm just giving stuff away without even reading what it is. Anybody else want Blade Beetles? Again, this is an awesome console to have. You can use that on any character, regardless of what level you are. They are just pretty amazing things to have.
Frost, I'm fine. You're already giving me a better day. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad that my misery improves your mood.
Well, misery does love company.
So, I have given away a grand majority of those things. Of course, anything that I have... You love the Blade Beetles, but you have several. Additionally, look at this right here. I've got more than I know what to do with. Please, someone do something with them.
Wolfie wants beetles.
She wants beetles?
Yeah.
You want beetles?
Yeah.
I can do the Beatles thing. I'm not singing yesterday.
I think it's more a Beetlejuice thing.
Not Beetleborgs?
Beetleborgs, yes. It's not like a television show.
Yes, it was.
Sadly. There you go.
Big bad Beetleborgs.
That is set out to you. I do have a Hive Defenses that I want to, or Hive Mind that I want to give out. Micro Dark Matter Anomaly. It's really cool and everything. If you do it at exotic particle generation. Somebody's throwing crap at me. Who's throwing crap at me? There she is! How dare you?
I would throw things at you.
That's not fair. I spent all my time trying to just get through this, and people throw crap at me. And now I'm running around like a drunk person.
You're privileged, they're throwing something at you.
Privileged? They call that persecution.
Well, they're
For
giving
you,
you
it's
enough
privilege.
attention to throw stuff at you. You feel privileged.
I've been
I call it
snowballed.
streamer privilege.
I've been snowballed.
Okay, so again, I am happy to continue to give away things, or if you'd like to do anything in the game or anything along those lines, that's what I'm here. That's why I'm here to. Oh, they're homing! I didn't see that. I didn't know they homed. He's running across all of ESD. Still gets hit in the back of the head. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So if anybody has anything that they would like to accomplish in the game, or any endeavors they want to complete,
File break.
I am more than happy to make that happen. This, of course, is Wolfcat in game. Mick Wolfcat in game. She's an awesome person in real life. She's almost endurable in the game, but she's an all-around great person to hang out with, and share stories with. She even has her own Twitch channel, which is pretty entertaining if you guys actually get a chance to check it out. Hold on just a moment. My cat decided that this is my cat. He decided that he had to say something. The phaser drone thingy. You're a phaser drone thingy.
I automatically respect that cat more than you.
Yeah. What? Shut up. So I'm shouting out Miss Wolfcat. She has that's her Twitch channel, and of course she's just a very cool person to talk to and hang out with, and that kind of thing. Please check her out if you get a chance. She's just a lot of fun to banter with. I haven't seen her out in a while, so maybe she doesn't like company right now. She's not a cool person anymore. 971 Lobby, I'm so close. So I was gonna give you something, and I forgot what it was. I am in ED. I'm in ESD number 5.
A hard time?
You're a hard time. You're a something dark side. So here's something
complete.
Yes. So here's something that I wanted to give away, just because if you are into the Barbie thing, this hasn't been talked about yet on the stream by Mom or anyone else, but it's something that came out in 2 events ago. The Wind Raider HUD kit frame. That allows you to have like an alien appearance if you do something in your if you're into Barbie in your character. If anybody is interested in having an alien head, please let me know. It's not a great thing to have, but once you unlock it for everybody. It's a space for everything if you're interested in that kind of a thing. These are 2 tier 5s that I have right now that I'm never going to use. So here's Wolfcat. I'm giving them to her so she can stop throwing crap at me. But no, she has to open the tray. Stop being busy and open the damn box.
You're so hostile. You need to be nicer to people.
I really don't, because I'm giving things away. I mean, no one asked Scrooge to be nice. I guess they did. I'm trying to give something to you, Wolf, but you are busy, because obviously you're more important than I am.
Well, of course, but that's beside the point.
No, that's exactly the point. Well, first of all, you need to not have another window open. So looking at inventory, looking at that kind of stuff, it doesn't help me. Secondly, usually it just pops up, but you have to not be in other things. So when I go to trade, it keeps saying you are busy, and I don't know what that looks.
Then one of you is bugged and needs a relog.
Fine.
Just, to the main character screen and back.
Restart
Don't know
trade.
who.
There. I'm restarting the trade. There we are. Except for now I have to go back to the thing and grab my thing I was going to thing and do the other thing. And there's that and there's that, so now they're no longer in there. The Mirror Universe Tavaro Light Warbird and the Mirror Universe Battle Cruiser. There you go. They've thrown more than enough snowballs at me. I don't need any more snowballs thrown at me. DT has earned himself a spot in the penalty box for that. You canceled the trade! Take your medicine and like it. No, it says you have it. I don't have them anymore, so you have to have them.
I bet he threw them out.
Well, it's possible, but I didn't mean to do it. My cat is saying I'm boring, so he doesn't want to hang out with me anymore. So yes, this is well, not a very smart cat, but he's a cute cat. He's a Finnish forest cat, and he's only about 9 months old, so he's going to get a lot bigger than he is now.
I agree with your cat.
He will be an enormous animal. Right now, he's just about as smart as a piece of candy.
Which is still smarter than you, Frost.
Really?
Ouch, where's the love?
I don't think he knows what love is.
I think to him, love is burn.
Hey, I love that cat.
Yeah, of course you do. So say hi. This is Ronnie. I was named by my eldest child, so. And he's pretty large for a cat, but again, this is 9 months old. He's going to get a heck of a lot larger. And he already thinks he owns everything. So look at the camera, so people think you actually like me. There you go. He kind of looked at the camera. So yes, this is Ronnie. Now Ronnie can go do things he actually wants to do. Do not jump on me. There we go. So, anybody else want, suggest other things? I have 2 more Ascension starships to give away. Again, very useful thing if you have a tank character. I have 2 more environmental suits. Very useful thing for anybody who does any ground missions. These work for the KDFs as well. They're not specific to Federation characters. We do have a KDF fleet. Is Darkthorn, are you on the KDF side and can invite Artagas' character? Hive Mind. This is what it does. Gain 2% damage bonus for each teammate within 20 meters. Bonus is doubled if teammate also has Hive Mind. Oh, you have to remind me of these things. I don't actually have a perfect memory. I have the drone thingy. I just wasn't looking at the drone thingy. Is this? No, that's the one that's bound to account. What am I hearing in the background? Kit module. It's going to be one of these kit modules. Let's see if there's use. Isolation field generator. Phasic shroud. Hurricane wave device. This is a great one. A great ability, hurricane wave device. I'll talk about that in a minute. Proto-mounted munitions deployment. Harmonic repulsor wave. Another isolation field generator, and obviously.
I'm using whatever you're listening to. We can hear it.
Okay, so I just picked up these things right here. I would highly suggest anybody that does PvP or anybody that does, well, pretty much anything. This is a repulsor blast that affects everything within close proximity to you. It knocks everything back 15 meters. And it's great when you have a lot of people around you, because it can affect many people at the same time. So anybody that is interested in hurricane wave device, please let me know. This is, again, a great one to have.
So it's frost repellent?
It is frost repellent. I just need chaos repellent, and I'll be golden. Phasic shroud will basically allow you to leave combat if you're in the middle of combat, and these are all ground abilities, obviously. Proto-matter munition deployment is essentially a mortar that you pop down, that you yourself can pop down. The repulsor wave is repels and disables foes. So I mean, again, these are all really good for PvP and things of that nature. I'm not the expert in this. Obviously, Musin and Chaos are going to be a lot better at that than I am. I recognize that some people have skills that I don't have, and so I'm offering that. So, Rudy, did you want the hive mind ability? Is that what we're looking at? Oh, Mar Hawkman, you wanted the hive mind. I will do that now. And that's in my inventory. So over here. Something melted goo all over the. It's Wolfcat melted and decided to get in my way somehow on the mailbox. That's awesome. You're asking for a ship. Which ship specifically? Because I mean, I'm happy to help out in that regard, but Mar Hawkman, I don't know your name in the game. I think it's Mar Hawkman, but I don't know. So there's that. And I will give you the hive mind and go to here. And sending it out. Sentient ship Rudy Dog. Okay. Rudy. Yeah. Rudy at Rudy Dog 3. Give you a sentient ship. Go to here. There you go. And obviously, I'm still more than happy to give any of these other things as well away. Just please let me know. I've got 2 more suits left that I don't want to keep because I already have them on all my characters. Please let me know if that's of any use to anyone that is still looking for a environment suit. These are great ones to have. This one I highly suggest for anybody that does ground combat. It's so useful. And the micro dark matter anomaly for anybody that does EPG. This is helpful, and it's a gravity well to some degree that chases people around the map. It's a. I don't know how to take compliments. I'm sorry, Rudy. I have no idea how to accept compliments.
I deployed a Klingon to invite Artagis to our Klingon strike group.
Awesome. I appreciate that, Ed. Thank you very much.
You mean a scoundrel and a rogue, sir?
Hey, I am a rogue. I'm good at that. My cat was looking around for his mom, because my eldest is his mom. And when she wasn't here, because they're over at a friend's house right now, he decided that I'm the second person that he wants attention from.
So kind of a child has adopted you as new mom.
No, he says I will do for now.
Okay.
But the second
surrogate mom.
The second that mom gets home, he will definitely leave me and go hang out with her. And obviously he's quite apparent that he's more important than anything else I'm working on. So there is DT. There's Mr. Rudy. There's Nato. I think Nato is Alpha, right? I thought I saw Wolfcat over here. So again, the dark matter anomaly for Ginkgo. I am happy to send that to you. See, I'm just a vending machine. And it's immeasurably harder to use a keyboard when there's a cat on my lap. And I think that is definitely their intention. Okay, so we go down to Dark Matter Anomaly, go to Send, and it is out. Hey, buddy. Okay, I need to see, evidently. I mean, I know that you don't think I do. But yeah, you can see how large this cat is, and he's a kitten still. So he's going to be enormous.
You just need to adore the cat. That's all he wants of you.
That's all he wants. That's all I'm good for. So Wolfcat has turned herself into her natural form. She is a wolf and a cat at the same time. I don't know what to do with that information, but are you comfortable now? This is what you want? When finished forest cats are full grown, they will take up your entire torso and then some. And I think he knows that. And they show that they like you by headbutting you. And this cat will get large enough that if he headbutts you, you might fall over. But this is the second largest breed of cat in the world. So if you don't pay attention, they will just smother you in your sleep. Obviously, the only one larger than the Finnish forest cat is the Maine Coon. And the Maine Coon might as well be a freaking bobcat or something, because they are enormous, but a lot friendlier than bobcats. So yes, I have given away the things that I have right now. And if anybody is interested in anything else, mostly visual-wise, then I'm more than happy to explain some of that as well. And I keep on going the wrong direction. You will be warm. Yeah, it's not really an option. Okay, so customized closing. Hello. I think I have the thing I was trying to point out. So it's this one right there. You gotta wear, gotta modify. Humanoid. Is it helmets? Is that what it is? I think that's awesome. I love that helmet.
That's because it's Romulan.
No, yeah, you're right. Because it is Romulan, and Romulans are awesome. You're just upset that you're not awesome.
No, cannot be as awesome as your cat. That's just impossible.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm looking for the phaser drone thing. It didn't show up. I'm gonna find it. I don't think I have it on this character, so I'll have to switch over to
now you're looking sharp.
My other character to find it. I know I have one extra, but I don't think it's on this character.
You have shown the drone.
Yeah,
the Corvette drone.
Yeah, well, I have it right there, but unfortunately, this one is bound to me, so I can't give that one away.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
So that's what I was saying. Is like I want to give it away, but I can't do it on this character because reasons. This is a very, very good one. This is one of the most powerful abilities in the entire game. Holy crap. I forgot that I had it, but this is something that if you do PvP on ground is an absolute necessity. It's called Collective Will. It does more damage the more people you have in your party. It does hit one target. That's the only downside to it in any way, shape, or form.
And for the Borg, assimilated drones count.
Yes. So if you have a huge group of people, it can literally do 200% damage. So it can do over 700, which is not representative of what it actually does. I've seen it do 20,000 damage. Me with my own eyes. So holy cow, it's such a great ability. I do have one that is available. I think this one is not. That one is bound. Oh, this is my other cat. This is my other cat. This is my favorite cat. This is Tala. Tala is a Russian blue, and he's as big as it will ever get. He's almost 8 years old. Look at the camera, stupid. But he will stay here for years if you let him. So definitely have to place some limits on that. It's Chaos, thinking he's cool by standing over me. Yeah, I can believe that, Marhoffman. Oh, I also have these guys. If anybody that has a problem with tribbles, like filling up your bank account and you have to keep on deleting them, if you put one of these in your inventory, it doesn't even have to be on your character, but if you put it in your character inventory, it will eat them for you. And then you don't have to worry about them building up. I have 3 of them that are very, very helpful to what you're trying to that particular thing.
And you get carcasses, and you can trade them.
Yay, cannibalism.
For an endeavor if you have a Klingon in your crew.
Yeah. This is also a really, really nice one. This I don't have. I'd have just hop on my other character because I know that they have them.
I will be back.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us this far. So this is my character. Kasiki is my oldest and most powerful character, but you need one. Which one? Do you need the cannibal or the other thing? So.
You is a friendly customer service can help.
You know, there's also people who just don't keep any items of food So the tribbles that they have don't have anything to eat?
But yeah, that's true. That's almost certainly true.
I collected one of every quote-unquote special tribble that actually gives me a worthwhile bonus or is unique. But I don't keep food items, so they can't produce more tribbles.
I have winter items for a bargain.
I have a few characters, so unfortunately I tend to lose things on them. So yeah, KDF players can make cannibals by going inside the ship and talking to the chef. That's a very useful thing to have. Oh goodness, I don't need any more freaking... I got a Hakiv? Okay. Always check your inventory because you might have things you don't want. The USS Terran Dreadnought. That is such a dumb thing to say. So, I mean, even though this is a special event and this is the first of the year and everything, we do this kind of stuff all year long. If you're interested in having characters that are better equipped with some expert advice on how to do more with what you have, that is literally what we're here for. We enjoy the game. We want people to get as much out of it as possible. If you're not a person that comes back, or if you're not a person that plays the game often, or you don't know a lot about us, we are just happy to give anything out if we can. It's not that we're gluttons for punishment or anything, but
you are.
We enjoy helping people out.
Yeah, and cleaning out our inventories.
Yes. So I mean, ultimately, that's the thing, is we're trying to clean our inventory. As you can see, I need to do that. I have more salvage consoles. I have more kit modules. I have more personal traits across the board. So definitely happy to offer throughout the year, and it doesn't have to be today or it doesn't have to be tomorrow or whatever. But you are definitely more than welcome to find me or find Mom or whatever, and we are absolutely thrilled to help you, because I'm going to show you our fleet bank as well. There's a lot of stuff in here that even if you don't have access to it, or you've reached your limit or things like that, if you're trying to do something specific, we are more than happy. We have a few boxes to offer you help in whatever you're trying to do.
I need a T6 box.
No. Just because it's you. I mean, I have T6 boxes. I'm not going to give you a T6 box because I'm a mean person. And that's just the way things are.
Same here.
So, yeah. We have a lot of things that are definitely open for whatever you need. And somehow we have only 105 million? That's kind of low. 105 million fleet credits. So a few for that. So, yeah, anything that you guys need as far as ships and stuff like that, or that you want in or that you want in Space Barbie, or you want in your characters, or anything along those lines, when it comes to specialization, when it comes to really maximizing the abilities of the character. We are definitely interested in helping you accomplish those things. I just got reminded again that I've got to get these things out of my inventory. So let's see if I can find the kit module. This is a chance thing, but and there's that death spinner. This is a cool thing. It's very similar to the covert drone, but you're basically throwing a shuriken at an enemy, and it's a boomerang because it goes back to you. It's such a cool ability. This one's really good as well for anybody that is trying to build a AoE ground build. This is a great one to have. This one is the miniature spore relay. I've never actually used it, so I don't know how it's actually used, but somebody wants it and they can use it, and they can report back on what you do with it. And the Parabellum, again, I've never used it, so I don't know how it's used, but it reduces the recharge time on kit modules and weapon. And here's another one. The last kit module. Ooh, is Bioessence Transfer. If you have a character that does melee damage, anybody that does melee damage, this turns you into a vampire. You literally steal their life essence. It is such a useful ability. And if you know how to glitch it, you can actually do huge jumps with it, so ignoring like fall damage and that kind of a thing. This is such a good ability. I don't actually see it used very often, but a lot of people do use it in PvP and things like that. It is great if you're getting hurt or whatever. Yeah, Marhawkman Bioessence is such a great ability. And if they're exposed, which you can get certain things to guarantee that they're exposed, it heals you 100% no matter what your health looks like. So that's such a fantastic ability. I also have people that want DS9 bridge officers. I have 2 of them here. Kelvin divergence frames. This is fun for your engineers. Basically, they create a drone that will hunt down your enemies and then explode. Personal traits for the ground. We have, again, all the things that we talked about before. I'm going to do a Serenity because I know that's a really good one for everybody to have. Universal. Another really good one for space is Context is for Kings. Take a second to read that. Each second while in combat, if you did not take damage the past second, you gain a damage boost. Otherwise, you gain a boost to your damage resistance rating. And that will stack up to 10 times.
It's a great personal trait. I recommend it.
So I highly suggest if you're looking for an early... And the best thing about this is that it's not limited to the beginning of the game. I'm sorry, it's not limited to the end of the game. You can use it at level 1. And it dramatically improves the damage output of your ship. Another really good one for the space. Unconventional systems is really good for cooldowns. It allows you to use them a lot more commonly. Terran targeting systems is pretty good for critical severity. If you play a pet build, this is a good one to have. They're not really that great, in my opinion, but a lot of people like them. Enlightened increases exotic damage, so if you do an EPG build, this is an absolute necessity. Menacing is a really good one as well. If you do a tank build and you don't have menacing, you're not a very good tank. Repair crews will give you a stacking bonus, fall damage resistance, and regeneration. So again, a really good tank build for tank builds. Photonic reinforcement. If you use Photonic Fleet a lot, you can actually get ways of reducing the cooldown on it and things of that nature. But this gives you an extra ship. So if you like it, that's a good one to have. Again, that's another tank ability. Self-modulating fire gives you just 50% shield penetration, along with Lorca's Ambition. Basically, nothing that you ever shoot at ever has shields. So those two things can make you basically immune. It doesn't matter whether someone has shields or not. Eyes of the Swarm. This is an absolute mess. Yeah, it is. Let me know what you need it for. Eyes of the Swarm, again, if you play a pet build and you don't have this, you don't have a very good pet build. This is a great one to have. Exotic, a positive feedback loop is an absolute necessity for EPG builds, because it actually is actually a stacking benefit to your EPG. Psychological warfare, again, for a control build, because most EPG builds do have some control in them. Wing Commander for a pet build. This is incredibly important. Again, these are specific builds that you're going to need these things for. Inspirational Leader. Everybody should always have this in their space trait library somewhere.
Yes.
Okay. If you play a pilot, Helmsman is a great one to have. So you tell me what kind of thing you're trying to build. We will get you what you need in order to make that happen. Context is for Kings, as I started off this thing talking about it, is one of the things that everybody should have at some degree, because you can use it from the very beginning of the game to the very end of the game, and it's always useful to have it. I have one already in my inventory. There's another one that is really useful as well, depending on your build. There are so many advantages to having these things, and you don't have to have huge amounts of money to put into this. Just let us know. We're absolutely thrilled to help you in whatever you're trying to accomplish. But you gotta let us know, because otherwise we can't help. We can't read your mind, and just thinking about reading Chaos's mind gives me hives. So just let us know what you need.
Think about reading Chaos's mind gives me a I think it's actually more of a stroke, but
now I've become aware that Hive Mind is the go-to for your elite bridge officer ground.
Yes. Yes.
Although I still have the sneaking suspicion that with adaptive offense on all of your bridge officers for your ground team, there might be a way to deal more damage out that way.
So
by doing a crit focused damage out composition.
Where's the mailbox? Oh, duh. There's so many on DS9. I just gotta pay attention. The thinking thing. I've been told that it happens, but I never do it. Okay. Violet sent me something back. I feel there's nothing in it, but I mean, I'm glad that she sent me something back. So who am I sending this? Genka? Not Genka. I think that's it.
Adaptive offense gives you defense. It's not. It doesn't crit.
What?
I'm sorry.
Well, Mark Hoffman, the one time that I think Hive Mind or adaptive offense might be a choice is when you're playing Jem'Hadar Vanguards.
Okay, so again, what we're trying to do here, I mean, if you think about it from our perspective, we're spending our own money to give special things to the fleet that we are trying to build up and get involved. So if there's something that we can do, I mean, we could have literally billions of EC to do whatever the hell we wanted in this game, but instead, what we're doing, you guys are more important than money in any regard, is we're giving you the ability to really maximize your efforts. So if we can do this, understand that there's, in some cases, there's literally thousands of dollars of real world money put into this. So if we can do something to help you play the game the way that you want to play the game, we are here to help you do that. Please take advantage of it. We're not asking for anything other than you enjoying the game and being involved, to give you some very hard fought and hard won items and suggestions and experience and builds, and just an incredible resource for anybody that really wants to enjoy the game. This isn't a guilt trip. Just do what you want, play the way that you want, but we are a resource for anybody that wants to do something with it. And if you're not there right now, I mean, if you don't really care about enjoying the game, then I mean, I don't really know why you're here. So we're here to give you an opportunity. However whatever that looks like to you is up to you. But again, that is something that not a lot of people in this game are offering. So please, please, please take advantage of it. That is the end of my rant.
Oh, I miss Mom.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back, Ed. Genko, again, this is one of the reasons that we are here, is to give you an opportunity.
Congratulations!
To accomplish the things that may have seemed more difficult in the past, and now you would, with our help, hopefully you'll be able to go to the next level.
LOL. Okay, so I need help accomplishing a thing that I haven't been able to.
What is that?
Well, I've got 5 days of progress on my Winter Wonderland race.
That one we can't help. You need Moby.
And I'm not buying it for you. That isn't going to happen. But yeah, if I can help any other way, I mean, I'm happy to do it. But ooh, it's a free one. I don't know what it is, but it's a free one. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh! Anybody that hasn't done already, please go and get these things. The elite captain training things are so expensive, and rightfully so, because they really do give your captain a next level of ability. I appreciate there. And they're free right now.
Did you miss the mail?
What?
Did you miss the mail?
What?
Oh, Mom sent out a mail about that one.
Oh.
He is not here to lead.
I work a lot, so I don't get a chance to check things off as often as I'd like. So I probably haven't, but I'm glad that somebody is letting everybody know that. Yeah, again, I don't get a chance to hang out as much as I'd like to, and when I'm logging on, I don't pay attention all that much. But I think that should change. But again, my job is to assist you in accomplishing what you want to in this game. I don't gain anything personally except for the recognition this game is being enjoyed and it is being valued by the people that are coming of their own free will to do what they want. And I enjoy this game enough that I'm willing to devote my personal wealth and my own personal...
You just want to feel good, eh?
What's that?
Yeah. You just want to feel good.
No, he steals so many souls, he's just feeling that they gave him a tinge of guilt from all that residual soul game tinging guilty is trying to make up for it.
That was shared with you in confidence, and it's not very nice to tell people about my secret. I am a vampire. I admit it now, but I'm a special kind of vampire. I steal souls. I don't steal blood.
No, you're a ginger. You don't have a soul, so.
Of course, I don't have any use for them. I mean, I have plenty of use for them. It's just I don't possess one myself.
Yeah, I mean, they're currency. You got.
Why do you need them? I mean, they're not useful. But again, I have accomplished almost everything I want to in this game. I mean, there's always more to do. There's always more to be involved in. But I also want to help you accomplish what you want to in this game. So if we could do anything to help in that regard, I know I sound like some kind of telethon person. But again, we are here to help you. So whatever we can do to make that happen. I did not find the phaser drone thing. Leave me alone. I will see if I can find the damn thing, because it's probably easier to... I guess I should probably go the right direction. But I will even check on the exchange for you, because you're going to pester me until I give it to you. I'm certain of it. Because that's what wolf cats do. Because they're scary like that.
Yeah. You promised me a lollipop. I gave you now a box of sweeties and a chocolate tart. Yeah, but you promised me a lollipop. I want that lollipop.
I don't have any lollipops.
It gets the phaser drone, or else it gets the snowball again.
I'm being tortured.
It rubs the phaser off.
Okay, so here it is.
You woke up the sleeping wolf cat.
There's 7 million EC apiece. You can either go to the exchange and buy them yourself, or if you pester me long enough, I'll buy it for you. That is not an invitation for everybody. It's just Wolfcat has the goods on me, so she can get what she wants. So you can either buy it yourself, or I can buy it for you. You tell me, Wolfcat, which one you want. But that way you don't.
Soul drone is a very nice.
What's that?
That's a nice module to have. Klingon has that.
It's a great one to have if you play a phaser build, or if you simply need
Actually,
phaser damage.
No, even without a phaser build.
Huh?
If you use a full auto weapon, that thing is just vicious.
Yeah, it fires every time that you do.
Right.
It only lasts 20 seconds, but in a high intensity battle, it's a great thing to have.
Plus, if you have much time device and motivation, it gets better.
I just realized the 12-second sustained fire on the Senkethi cannon in combination with that thing.
Oh, that's an interesting thing to test out.
I've used the colony assault weapons with it. Just vicious.
So yeah, so what we're telling you, you don't currently have 7 million EC.
Well, the thing with the Senkethi cannon 12-second fire is it sustained Tetrion damage to the shields.
Yeah.
Followed by that.
So I will buy it. Because
those disruptors are a debuff.
I will never live it down.
Yeah, she will hound you to the end of your days.
And there we go. I will send this. Please stop throwing eggs at my house.
Yes, you can graduate now to toilet paper.
Why do I accept such abuse?
Chuckle, and you would worry if we don't throw this abuse at you.
I think that would, yes. I think that's true. So here we go. I'm sending that off. I just spent 7 million EC of my own money, which may sound like, I mean, unfortunately, this is not me bragging, but it's not a big deal for me. Because in my bank, I have 200 million that I'm not doing anything with. And I can easily get more.
Only 200?
I had $1 billion, and then I then I got involved and like bought a ship, and then I bought other things, and then I had new characters, and then I just blah 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 blah. More and more and more. So now it's down to 260, but not very long ago it was over 700 million, and before that it was $1 billion. I have $2 billion on another character that's just sitting there, just in case I need to use it. So it's not like I'm short on money anywhere. That's my point. You are welcome, Wolfcat. You just have to pay me back with interest. It's only going to cost you 25 million EC in return. I'm not a usurer either. Don't look at me like that.
I'll look at you any way I feel like it.
Well, you don't have eyes, so I mean, I don't care. You're a demon, so it doesn't bother me so much.
Correct terminology is Spectre or Oni.
Feels like home for him, Soto.
Yeah. So, I mean, us without souls like have to kind of hang out together. So everybody's gotten what they want, or everybody just asked me.
I still don't know why I hang off you guys, other than probably I'm just evil. So
you're a serial killer, and so you're just hanging out with people that are very similar.
If you do not resist, I would rip 1 or 2 ground traits.
What?
You had ground traits in your list.
I do. Which one would you like?
Ground-wise, I would enjoy Terran Visions.
Those are starship. Those are weapon pack. Those are bridge officers. Those are cross-faction. That's a Serenity thing. Bioessence transfer. I gotta go back to the bank.
You're making him work.
No, I don't want to work. I'm allergic to work.
It's a day off. We don't have to work today.
What? We get days off?
No, Frost doesn't get days off. He's not allowed.
People get days off?
Not you. No.
Not you. You're not allowed.
No,
days off.
Frost, you volunteered for the no days off plan.
I gotta stop signing things when I'm drunk.
You did. I watched you sign it.
How did you do that?
Don't worry about it, but I did.
Oh, I'm gonna have to use a bug suit.
And the other thing was law is for lackeys.
Is what?
Law is galactic law is for lackeys. That was the other ground trait.
Okay, so where is it? I don't remember where I put it.
Unopened boxes.
I did the open box.
You were speaking about unopened boxes, if I recall properly.
Yes, I did say that. No, I just don't remember where I put it. It's on Kaziki. No, it's on Sheet. So let me switch it back over to her. Cause yeah, do the thing in the stuff. Anytime you want to load. Run, Forrest, run! I'm not Forrest. I'm not Forrest. Okay, so now we go back to this character. My character thing. Access bank, good there. You said ground. Personal trait, ground, there it is. So which is the one you wanted?
Galactic laws for lackeys and Terran Visions.
Terran Vision. And universal laws for lackeys.
I heard you like the laws for Lekis much. You are aware of Context is for Kings in space?
Yeah, I just talked about that.
Doing the same for you in space?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I just gave like 3 of those out. Yes, I'm aware of that. But I do appreciate it. Starship traits. Yeah, I got a few of those. So, who am I sending this to?
It's Jane Hadahu. I will give another kiss in the strike group chat.
I don't know where I just put those damn things. I just got them and I don't know where they are.
Oh, I just sent you a mail.
Yeah, I see it. Jane Hader. I don't know where I just put them. Is it them character? No, is my character thing?
You get a meet mate.
Yeah, I don't know where I put it, so I have to put it in my inventory before I can give it to you. Because it just auto put things places, and I don't know where I put it. It's because I don't pay attention very often, and that's a problem.
Or maybe it's you have 8 million tunes.
That's not the point, and you're one to talk.
Oh, heck yeah!
Well, it's more an issue of too many inventory slots filled with colorful things.
Colorful things. Colorful.
Maybe use a filter?
Filters! I don't need no stinking filter. I'll be lost if I want to be lost. I mean, I don't... Shut up. I pointed out my vulnerabilities or something like that. Where did I just put it somewhere?
Welcome back.
Welcome back. You know, my cat is incredibly warm, and he doesn't care that I don't want something that warm on me. I don't think I have a choice.
It's a cat. They don't have to care.
I just saw it, and I don't know where I put it. Has anyone seen things that I'm not? First off, you should see a doctor about that. Second off,
I always am.
Well, I don't think a doctor can help you. But people that I can actually help, I'm more than happy to assist. I'm a special person that needs tremendous amounts of help. Where is it? I just did it. But now I can't find it.
Maybe it hid in a bank again somehow?
Well, I'm looking at the bank. That's where I am.
Or it is you use it when it should be in your inventory.
That's entirely possible. Yeah, there it is. How about that? They are in my inventory. I know how to play this game, I swears. I swear, I know how to play this game. See, basically what this is saying is that I desperately need a vacation. And I need to begin to pay attention with some of the things that I'm doing.
Preaching to the choir on that one.
Mom has no experience with that whatsoever.
No, not a shred.
Yes, Mom, you and your always clean and tidy inventory. Yes.
I meant that my life was absolute chaos. That's all I meant by that one.
I have sent that out. Again, I am saying anybody that has a ground build, this is such a useful ability. Please hit me off on it. I'm not going to force it on anybody, obviously, but Hurricane Wave Device is a fairly new ground ability that a lot of people don't know how incredibly valuable this is, but it can make the difference between people crowding you and people getting just stomped. So if that's something that anybody is interested in, I have 2 of them I'm not using. In fact, I have more in the bag. Mar Hawkman, you're not a real person, so none of that really counts. But anybody else that is a real person, you're more than welcome to, I'm more than happy to offer them to you. Because Mar Hawkman isn't real. He's got too many good things, and there's no way that a single person can be that as lucky as he is. So I'm thoroughly convinced he's an AI. Okay, so I have a micro dark matter anomaly, which again is good for anybody with an EPG build. I have 1 more Ascension Starship to give out anybody that wants it. I should probably use this myself for my tank build. I have 2 more environmental suits from the 32nd century. I have protomatter munition deployment if somebody likes to play, mortars and things like that. Harmonic repulsor wave is very similar to the wave device, but it actually does a little bit more damage. It repels and disables, so it's a good one to have. So these 2 together would be a very useful thing. Phasic Shroud turns you into essentially a ghost, so you can get around very easily.
I wonder if that would have worked in the Cat's Cradle, Cats, whatever it is, Catspaw episode.
That's a good question.
Limited to invent.
This one right here turns you into an assassin, but it's everybody in your entire group goes invisible. And so again, I mean, there's lots of things to get out of this. I'm not going to harp again and again on what is available and what I'm trying to give you guys, but please use this as a resource for what you're trying to do in the game. And then we will have to have the conversation at a very shortly on what kind of T6 ship I should try to go for. Because everybody's talking about how great the Excelsior 2 ship is, but I don't have the original Excelsior, so I don't think I have the Excelsior 2.
I had very good people speaking very good of the Inquiry as an energy damage ship.
Yeah, I think that DT is a champion for that. But I mean, I have a good.
The Inquiry's an R&D ship, though it's not a lockbox.
What's that?
Oh.
The Inquiry is an R&D ship.
Ouch.
So basically means that you have to cheat in order to get it.
No.
Because I've
You
never.
can do it off you can do it off the yearly thing if you didn't use that already.
I already used it, and
okay.
I had to get one of the other R&D ships, which happens to be the prototype Dreadnought, to get the dynamic.
Ironically, that was a lockbox ship they told me. God would have gotten that.
Well, see, I didn't know that at the time, and you're just a bad person for telling me that now. See,
you didn't ask at the time.
I did ask at the time. You're the one that told me specifically to get it, so I don't want to hear it. So there.
Because of where you were at that point.
I'm just giving him crap. I mean, obviously it's my fault for not having that available, but it's DT, so I have to give him crap.
No, it's your fault, Frost. I totally blame you.
Well, of course it's my fault. I don't think you understand. I'm an incubus. That's just part of the gig. Unlimited power to a certain degree, but there are lots of rules.
He's like a djinn. Semi-phenomenal, nearly cosmic powers, teeny weeny living space.
Yes, absolutely. So I've been live for an hour and 40 minutes. If you would like to take back the stream,
Hiker. No, I did my 6 hours.
Your 6 hours?
I did, yeah, I was on from 7 a.m. till 1.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but it's New Year's and I love everybody. So
yeah, I've given some of everything that Mom, well, almost everything as Mom has given me. I am here to serve. I am not here to ingratiate myself or anybody else. Obviously, my job as an officer is to give you the ability to enjoy the game on your terms. If I can do anything to make that happen, please use this as a resource. That is the only reason that we do what we do, and I get no monetary reparation from it. So
yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
It's not all about me. It's not all about me. It's not all about anybody. I just think that everybody should have the opportunity to enjoy this game on their terms. So if I can make that happen, please do. Did I answer your question? Yes,
you did a great job. Can I say what's going to happen this week, as far as I know?
You're my boss, Mom. You can say whatever you feel like. I don't have an option to say no here.
For absolute sure, we will have a morning show tomorrow. And courtesy of something that just happened while I was doing something else.
Thank you very much for the raid. I am Great Cornholio.
Hi, Great Cornholio.
We do appreciate you coming and hanging out. And now you can go ahead with what you're saying, Mom.
So anyway, definitely a show tomorrow morning, unless, I lose power. Maybe a show Monday night and Tuesday morning, because my classes just got canceled, but my hotel didn't, and I can't get a refund on it, so I'm going to be on. Much to my surprise. Maybe on Monday night and Tuesday. Don't know. That might happen. Definitely not Tuesday night. Well, actually, maybe Tuesday night, too. I have no idea. Guys, I won't be on Wednesday night. How's that? For sure, I won't be on Wednesday night unless something changes. So in other words, who knows what's going on?
Surprise appearance on Monday.
Right now, I'm thinking.
If I try to translate this into human language, so there is a surprise appearance of you and Ed in the morning on Monday.
Yes.
I have to be right back. I have to make a pretty.
I will tell him.
Give me a second.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on, the balance of Monday night, Tuesday night, or Wednesday morning, but I definitely won't be around Wednesday night. That's what I can tell you so far. We will see what happens.
I think I'll be on Wednesday night.
Okay. And then I should be back Thursday and Friday. So, stuff is happening, but hopefully we'll start getting on a little bit more frequently. That is the game plan.
It's been a rough holidays.
It's been a rough couple of months, folks. But if I can find a place to live in Indy, I will be able to put my computer in one spot and leave it there and not have to deal with it, hopefully. Crossing fingers on that one.
I'd move and be a roommate, but...
Yeah, but I don't have a place to live at the moment. We have that as the kind of fundamental issue right there.
Yeah.
Well, I can't sign off for Frost, so, I mean... We have to wait for Frost to come back before we can do anything, so for now we're going to vamp. Do, 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 do.
Come on and vote. Let your body move.
All of that stuff. All of that awesome stuff is going on right now. Well, somebody's texting me. And I still haven't done my dailies. You know it's a good day when it's 2:52 in the afternoon and you still haven't done your dailies.
I gotta do 8 more destructible torpedoes.
How many do you have to do?
I had 18, I got 10 of them.
Go to Scylla and Charybdis. Just kind of hang out there. I just camp out, and first sequence fires a single protomatter about every 15 seconds. The second one fires 2 about every 15 seconds. So, you can have some fun there. I think the third one fires 3. And the last one isn't worth it because there's so much else going on that you can't keep their ship alive long enough to keep firing torpedoes at you. Or you can do it 3 or 4 times in a row, but that gets kind of boring too. So hopefully as this week goes on, Dante and I are working on doing an accolade game. So we're going to do some accolades during the course of each week, and one day a week or maybe once every month we will play the accolade bingo game, for which we have prizes. Probably should talk to Alpha and see if he wants to give away T5's ships as a prize.
Is that like Enterprise Bingo?
That's where we got the idea. We saw Enterprise Bingo and I'm like, oh, hold on. We're going to do Star Trek Online Bingo. And we've been working on that ever since. And the internet at my bank is being very slow and making me very worried. People keep texting me. Oh, they're people.
I think I gotta spray that cabinet I moved out with Febreze.
Spray the cabinet with Febreze? That won't help it very much. What does it smell of?
Kind of like Dove and various other...
Try baking powder. Baking soda.
Yeah, I got a used box in there right now, and that's...
Yeah. Well, it's like 89 cents for a fresh box, so go put a fresh one in there.
I have to go to the store anyway and pick up milk, so yeah, I got a fresh box, and I think the other thing was going to get a couple boxes of baking soda. The other thing that helped a little bit, I kind of wiped down the inside with some liquid gold stuff, since I don't have anything in there yet. That helped a little bit too. Some might have been some dust and stuff.
That's reasonable.
But it's going to need more before I store extra towels I'll end up getting adding in there.
You definitely want to get that unstinked, or at least unmusty smelling.
A little bit musty, a little bit of the soaps we found in there. I've been in there for Lord knows how long.
Yeah. Very dusty in there.
Mic on.
Okay, I'm back. I do apologize for that.
It's okay. We've been talking about how to clean out linen closets and make them smell fresh again.
Okay. Well,
gotta do something with your spare time here.
Wolfcat, you're just leaving while I was on a phone call. That's very you.
She was sneaking off.
I see how it is.
I haven't sneaked.
Ran out of snowballs.
She announced it. She's just, I'm done with you. Bye. I got what I needed.
Yeah. It's not Meanwhile, I have to figure out how to put 15 consoles into 12 slots.
Hammer.
Magic.
Big hammer.
Yes, big hammer.
Two different builds. Switch.
Picky.
Picky.
Wolfie, it was good to see you too. She's still there.
Yeah.
She wasn't going to leave. See, she loves you, Frost.
Well, I do appreciate that. Thank you very much for hanging out. I did have to take that phone call. I am dealing with freaking voicemail hell right now.
Voice of joy.
God. I have an upgraded mailbox, so I can receive up to 360 voicemails, which is not a good thing. Oh, it's full.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it can hold that much at some point, it will. It's like my inventory, which I promise, every month we can check in and look at how Pretty Mom's inventory is getting.
Jesus.
I understand it. I mean, there's stuff I accumulate that it's like, okay, I'm going to need this for a bill. I got to hang on to it. I accumulate.
Somebody else just got a T6 ship.
Well, congratulations to them.
Yeah, it wasn't me. One of the T6 ships, but no. What the heck?
I feel like I should buy keys and do something, but...
Well, obviously, this bunch didn't do me too good, so maybe I just didn't let them ripen long enough. But we got some fun stuff for folks.
I have so many voicemails that my brand new phone, the thing I've had for like not even a full day, is telling me that it has to download all of the voicemails that I got.
Wow, my favorite secret hiding spot for getting just arthropods is giving me half arthropods and half Ayalas. That stinks. How dare it? Doesn't it know it's supposed to be only
Actually,
arthropods?
I can tell you this must be kind of good and bad luck, because the favorite spot on Nimbus works perfectly recently again. So 75 scorpions just by saying hello.
Yeah, I know. I can usually get 60 easy, even on a lower level tune. And today I've only got I've gotten my 40. That's really interesting. I've gotten 35 according to this.
It's such a hard life.
And now it's just giving me the scorpions, no snakes. It just wasn't having a good day, folks.
So anyway, I'm gonna have to go to take care of some stuff. I do apologize for the short.
No worries, Frost. Thank you so much for being here, for jumping in and letting the show go on a little bit longer. It is awesome of you.
Appreciate it.
I don't know what to do with these compliments. I'm gonna it's gonna go to my head or something. I start thinking I deserve any of them.
We'll become our usual nasty selves in a few days.
We'll insult you soon enough. Don't worry.
Chaos will keep me in line.
There you go. Perfect.
Take care.
Thank you very much, and I will be back as soon as I have an opportunity. I don't know how long this is going to take me.
Happy New Year, Frost.
Don't threaten people, man.
Okay, well, no. Yeah, that's what we have to do. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you again. If
Happy
anybody,
New Year, man.
If I can lurk anybody, please let me know. I'm not currently seeing who to lurk, so if anybody wants to tell me some information. Anybody has anybody to lurk? Or
Let me take a look.
To raid?
Let me take a look here.
Big Papa Tart.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Big
Papa.
I'll set it up.
Big Papa Tart.
Okay, so yeah, DT says he's gonna do it. There we go.
You want me to set up the raid?
He's already got it.
Set up the raid.
You got it already, DT, or you want me to?
Yeah, he's got it.
Already got it.
Okay, great.
It's working.
Awesome.
So, goodbye, everybody.
Have an awesome night, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us.
Take care.
I look forward to hanging out with you guys when, my life gets less crazy. Why isn't it letting me raid at this point?
It has to count down to 10 seconds.
I have to hit the raid.
Oh, you do it then. There you go.
He's special.
And I'm ending the stream right now.